Hi there, it's Sean Clancy here, CEO of BCR Comply. BCR Comply develop apps and dashboards for all types of construction related inspections and checklists, mainly in the retrofit industry. Um, what our systems do is allow any user to do pre, during and post inspections and checklists, and also to manage all this data and all these properties on a management dashboard. So what we've developed as one of our projects is the BCR Comply Solar dashboard and app. So what you're looking at now is the dashboard, and I'll give you a quick walkthrough, and I'll also show you what the app looks like as well. So you can see here at the top we have high level. These are customizable by you, so you can set up different schemes or batches for each different type of batch or scheme that you may have. So we've got solar, thermodynamic service. So these are all examples. Thermo-hybrid, service sheets, farms, contracts, car charger service. So they're all different. There might be sort of different types of installations and projects, so you can actually batch them like that. Also just below, you've got a really good, we've 5 or 6 projects in here, a really good high level view of the status of each property without actually going into the property. So we can see the PV is complete here on this one. This one is in progress, it's service, car charger, there's a variation added to it. And these are all customizable lists and customizable options and changes that you can make, that you can do from the dashboard. Farms has been accepted, and we also have this one here that's been accepted. So very, very easy to manage, very easy to see what's going on. Also here we have some high level stuff. So this is an action log. So we have all the contractor jobs, which could be your own employees, and you can see what's the latest actions that were actually taking place. And these are, the latest up to today. So we have down the side, we have our dashboard, we have our create and manage, clients, properties, we can set up our batches, we can set up a contractor, and it's very easy to do that. We have 2 test contractors in here. Simply add a contractor here by just checking this little button, and very quickly you can add your contractor and allocate them to different measures. The same with BER assessors and HEA assessors if they're required by your company. What happens is when you do set up a contractor and or a BER assessor, you set them up from the dashboard, give them an email and a password login. They will automatically then get an email with the login and password, and once they log in, they're set up. Then when you add a project and measure to each of them, they just automatically get an email, they log into their dashboard, and the dashboard is there, where they can add all their documentation that's required for each of those installations. Also, we have properties. So on the property sections, you can see all the different schemes and batches that you can set up, and this is customizable by you as well. We also have users, so you can set up your admin and you can set up your surveyors. And the surveyors are the people, again, we use the word surveyor. You might have an inspector, or it might be one of your own users from in-house. You can set them up here, and these are the people that have access to the app. So we'll go back onto the main dashboard. We'll take a look at one of the properties here, which is James Darcy. So you can see some high level stuff here. We notes, so we create notes. When we create a note, we actually get a view of the note and the date added here. These are where the notes are added. The contractor status, the property status. Again, we have some home energy assessment if that's required. These are not always required. You can add your surveyors from here, and these are simply added from a list down, a drop down here. We can add third-party forms. The really good thing about the third-party forms is that when you add a third-party form, it might be a document or a report, that's visible to the users on the app, and we'll see that in a few minutes. We can also, at the very bottom, you can set reminders, which is really handy. Here we have all the reports that are done, come in here into our inspections and our reports. Third-party forms will show up here. You can see we have one added already. And again, it's just a blank document that we've added, and we'll see that in our report very shortly. Contractors, we can see we've added the contractor John Smith here. The QA surveyor is John Lomax. It's to a farm's job, and we put in our costs, and you have the status of it here. And this can be updated as the job proceeds. There's no BER assessors on this particular project. So again, this is very, very easy management of each property, managing the documentation. We'll come back to this section in a minute. I'll just show you the app now. So what you're at here is you're looking at the screen of the app. we have 3 properties on here for this surveyor. You can see there's 5 on the dashboard, but they don't all show up. So we have surveys due will show up here, scheduled ones are here, and these are the ones that are completed. We've done some surveys here. So if we look at this property with James Darcy, you can see the property details. So it's quite easy to see. Phone number, scheme, you can link from there. We also have the measures that's on it, and you can get a high-level view of what the measures are. Third-party documents. Again, we looked at third-party documents, so it's a really good way of sharing documentation so that they have access to it. We can see that this is the same document we just looked at a couple of minutes ago. And then we've got all our surveys. So what you're looking at here is a list of the survey forms, inspection forms. We've got a contract form. The reason that they've turned green is that there's been a survey already carried out. It turns orange until it's submitted. So if we look at our contract, you can see it's very, very easy to manage it, and it's just a bit slow showing on the screen. So the description of sold, cost of the project, payment, very, very simple, very easy. This is fully customizable by us for you, and we can set that up quite easy, and you get the customer signature at the bottom as well. Car charger survey, again, we can see a car charger, very, very simple. The type, you can do a breakdown of the cost here. Is there a heat pump installed? So it's very, very quick, very, very easy. Little drop downs, and you can save that. If we do a sort of a quick save here, you can see very, very quickly now you'll see that this has just turned an orange color, and it stays like this because the app works online and offline, but basically it works in offline mode so that you don't lose any data. And when you're within internet coverage, you actually hit the save survey, hit the submit button, and then your survey is submitted to the server. You get a little pop-up like that. When the survey is submitted successfully, it's all okay. We go back into our survey reports. Here we've got our solar PV survey. So you can see very, very easy to do. The name on the bill, roof type, MPRN number is automatically populated. Is it a grant job? Again, we just look at, yes, no's, pre-filled drop downs, which are really handy. The output array, inverter type. We have space for unloading and loading. Roof image, you can do a schematic of the drawing here. If there's 2 roof types, you have a second roof location here. Inside of the roof, preferred number of fuse boards, what are we connecting to? So you can actually see as I'm scrolling through the survey, which this takes about 10 minutes to complete while you're on site, and that's completed and done very, very quickly. We've done a previous survey on this, so we hit our view previous surveys, we see our PDF, we can click on the view the PDF. So here we've done, just start at the top, so we've got our survey form on the date, we've got all our data there, photographs, roof survey, attic pictures, fuse board, meter box, and these are extra photographs here. So very, very quickly we can do all our roof surveys. So again, different types of inspections, very, very easy to capture the data when you're actually on the go. If we just go back onto the thing again, we've got a little refresh button here, but also what we have on the bottom right is a little add property. So when you're on the go, you can add properties from the dashboard, but you can also add them from the app. And very, very quickly here you can see, just add the property, different notes, survey dates, etc. And a new property can be created quite quickly. So again, just if we go back here onto our dashboard, we were looking at the forms that were submitted. So here we have the web view of that BCR solar form. Again, all the data is collected very, very quickly, formatted, exactly the same survey that we were just looking at. And again, we can do a PDF quite quickly of it. So all your documentation, all your data is all firmly stored. Your surveys are carried out very, very quickly, very, very efficiently. All your documentation is managed very easily and very quickly, shared with all the relevant stakeholders as well. So this is really a nice project management and documentation management, a compliance tool for you to ensure that all inspections are carried out to the SCI requirements and NSAI standards if that is something that's you're involved with as well. So thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, give myself, John, or Peter a call. Thank you.